Somebody said in the past that you shouldn't start a project when you don't know how to finish it. I don't know how accurate this is. I don't know if this makes sense, but you're going to tell me how you feel about that. Have you ever been in a toilet? Okay, been in a toilet, and after you do your business, then you touch, and there's no toilet paper. Has it happened to you before? Yeah, that's not a position you want to find yourself, right? Then you're like, oh shit, damn, I should have looked first, right? Not nice, right? Exactly. By the way, talking about toilet and toilet paper. When did black people start using toilet paper to wipe them bum again? This is insane. Like, I'm just saying, like toilet paper thing. I mean, this is crazy, man. Yeah, many black people actually don't use toilet paper. You know that. Many black people prefer to use water instead of toilet paper. I just found it cleaner, to be honest. I just found it cleaner. I mean, think about it. I know some of you go like, yeah. Let's just think about this. Number one, you do it every single day when you go shower, right? You still have to do that. So it's not yak anyway, because you shower. Number two, have you ever had fish before? Like, you eat fish. Then you take a piece of toilet paper or a piece of tissue and you wipe your fingers after eating fish. Okay, then smell your fingers. How do they smell? They smell like fish, right? Doesn't matter how hard you try to wipe the fish off your fingers. They still smell like fish. Okay, you want to wash your fingers and your hand with soap and water for you to feel clean. So it's the same principle. Anyway, we're not going to talk about fish today, okay? Stop it. Great. So Vladimir Putin is speeding up citizenship for people who are willing to come and join the Russian army. What's up, everybody? I'm Zack. I hope you're doing great. Please click on subscribe. I'm sure you're going to love each other. Yeah, this is family. So Vladimir Putin, on his project against Ukraine, is now recruiting people from all over the world. If you accept to be recruited for the Russian army, you're going to get Russian citizenship very, very quickly. Oh, nice. So President Putin has signed a decree that speeds up the path to Russian citizenship for foreigners who enlist in a country military amid a 22 months of war. Yes, so Russia's been at war against Ukraine for a while. And obviously, as you can expect, a lot of people have been unalived. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, we can't show you the people, but yeah, that's what war does to you. It's not a nice situation. And obviously, the more the war continues, the more you need to replenish or to upscale, at least keep together the army. So President Putin on Thursday signed a decree that speeds up the path to citizenship for Russian citizenship for foreigners. The move comes as Moscow is trying to replenish its troops in Ukraine by various methods, including the recruitment of migrants. So people that go migrating to other countries. I know a lot of Africans, not just Africans, okay? In Russia, you get a lot of Asians as well, Central Asians that go to Russia hoping to get a better life. And they are usually immigrants, illegal immigrants. So that's a good way for them to get quick citizenship. So they say they're going to recruit migrants in Russia that's coming hundreds of thousands of people from poor Central Asian countries. And many of them seek citizenship every day and each year so they can progress into Russia. So as Russia's relentless war in Ukraine hits 2 years mark, next month, both nations face severe depletion of resources. Obviously, they've been fighting. What do you expect? I mean, I don't know why people like fighting. And in a move to bolster his force, President Putin has rolled out a decree inciting foreign nationals and their families to join the offensive. So basically, once you get your national citizenship from Russia, your mother gets it too, your father, your sister. How nice. And they say they are bringing an opportunity for money. Okay, they're going to pay good money for you to go fight. So, fellas, are you going to consider going to fight for the good? Yeah, I believe nobody wants war. Okay, I think it comes a time where I support a pastor from Malawi, John Chilembwe. John Chilembwe, very interesting human being that many years ago during World War I, he was a pastor. He became a pastor, evangelical pastor, preaching his own people. He did a trip to the US to go learn about evangelism and preaching and stuff. He came back to Africa. He wasn't just a preacher. Okay, John Chilembwe during World War One. They were trying to recruit Africans to go and fight. His country was colonized by Europeans, and those Europeans wanted them to go and fight for them. Okay, British go fighting Germans. They wanted to recruit Malawians to go fight, and he refused to do that. He told his people, "Do not go to that fight. That's not your fight. That's white people fight. It's not your fight. It's not for you to go and fight." Okay. And the question again, fellas, I want you to tell me, why do when Europeans have their own issues, they call it war? But when Africans have issues, they call it regional problems. Like Europe had wars, like France don't like Germans don't like French and stuff. They call it World War. I mean, there was no war in Senegal, no war in South Africa, no war in Botswana. Was there any war in Rwanda? No. We're not going to go fight this war. It's not your war. He was speaking to Africans. You're going to stay here. You don't need to go. It's not your business. None of your business. You don't have to go there. And I was very moved by the story of this man, John Chilembwe of Africa. Okay? I know a lot of pastors today, they just preach you about getting visas to the US. They preach you about getting married, get married, get money, get rich. They don't talk about things like this. I think it is the duty of a pastor, of a congregation, to speak to the people, to speak to them souls. I mean, Moses liberated his people against the Pharaoh for Christians that watch us, right? Isn't that what Moses did? Wasn't Moses a pastor? That's a pastor. A pastor is a guide, a leader. You can't just be preaching people about money every day, preaching people about marriage. I mean, these things are good, but you need to teach people about actual, real political things that are happening in their country. If the leaders are bad, pastor should be able to speak out and say, "Hey, we need all to stand against these elections because they're rigged. Don't be at home. Be angry." Yeah. The pastor should be able to say, "Hey, this is too much. What they're doing is they're looting, robbing, destroying the country. We need to stand against this." The pastor should be able to move the congregation, should be a powerful human being, not somebody scared. But unfortunately, in Africa, you see a lot of pastors, they're just scared. They don't want no smoke with nobody, no issue. They just preach you money, they make money, and it's a business. John Chilembo was not one of those. He fought very hard next to the black people, and he said to them, "We're not going to tolerate this." Obviously, one day they stood up. They fought against the white people in their country. Okay, they put up a good fight, but unfortunately, as he was trying to cross the border going to Mozambique, he was by somebody. But he did his job. He didn't leave for nothing. He was a young man, yes, but he didn't go for nothing. He didn't go for free. He didn't just leave to eat fufu and pap and bugali. He lived for something. Okay. I think it should be about that. As much as we like Vladimir Putin and his people, and we respect him, I don't think this is anybody else's war. Okay. But hey, this is not exclusive to Russia. America also recruit a lot of people. I remember when I was in the States, I also almost got recruited to go, "Oh, we're going to fast track your citizenship, your American citizenship, come to the army." I mean, everybody does that. So it's not special to Russians. Everybody wants to, I don't know why these people want strong armies with many people, because they're ready to create mayhem. I think we all want a world where we can live in peace, respect each other, have boundaries, let people do their own things, live their own life, have their own style of living. You don't have to go and change everybody. Everybody doesn't have to be like everybody. Diversity and variety is always good, provided that nobody bothers nobody, okay, and respects people's tradition. Let me know how you feel about these fellas. Will you go? Will you send your people go because you're hungry and you need Russian citizenship and a good salary? Apparently, the money they're paying the soldiers is like 4 times the money that normal Russians are getting. So it's a great opportunity, financial opportunity for many people. Wash your hand with water. Okay. I don't know you. Anyway, I said I won't get into that. God bless.